In understanding the development of the child that I interviewed, one of the implications that I came to understand was that of education. Blakeney, who I interviewed, her mom is a school teacher, and she got a higher education, and that shows for that family the importance of education. And it gives Blakeney a better chance to understand why her mom went to further schooling and why it's important for her to teach at a school. And in the home, for this education to progress, they have a library of books. But it just doesn't sit there. They use the books, and they read to Blakeney quite a bit. So the implication of reading and gaining that knowledge is going to help Blakeney cognitively be able to progress and learn and grow and mature how she needs to as well. Another thing is the community. They're in a pretty safe community, and so they won't have a learned behavior of that drugs and alcohol and how that might be the norm for other communities. In this community, they feel safe, and that will help be able to have a safety net for them to be around in the neighborhood, go for walks, and not fear for gang violence or other violence that might happen in other communities. Another implication is that of parenting, and how tag team parenting is very important for a child and their development and growth. And it's important for this aspect for the parents to team up and teach in an induction way where they give her options and the choices to make, so she has the control in a way. And this will help further down the road as she grows more and gets older. She'll continue to have choices to make, and then she can make difficult choices when they come up, which is really important. Another implication that is important with that is the tag team of the parents. It was really neat to see them tag team up as I was parenting them and how that can develop further on in their life. So the ASQ in where I live is an important tool. It can help parents understand that their children might not be as far off developmentally as they may think. So this questionnaire can inform the parents how important it is for them to help their child progress, but also help the parents understand where their child is at. So the ASQ is an important questionnaire for the population that I live in too. The things that I learned, the main thing that I learned in this assignment was you don't need to judge your own kid compared to another kid, and that's why the ASQ is so important. So in interviewing Blakeney, who is 30 months old, I have a child of similar age, and for me, my child is slower than Blakeney. So would that concern me? Well, as I look at the ASQ and see the developmental growth that my child needs to be at, it shows me that I don't need to be concerned. The Blakeney, who I interviewed, has progressed faster and is being able to understand things better. And that's why it's important for parents to understand that although their child may be slow compared to other children, it's important to take the aspect of the ASQ, the cognitive ability, the social ability, and the biological ability of a child and put it together to see where the child is really at. And again, with everything, parenting and being an influence to a child is really important. And that's what I understood as I did this too. That the more the parent is involved positively and as a authoritative teacher, I guess, or a parent, the better it can be for the child and their development and growth.